Hello. Hello, everyone. This has been a fucking shitty, nutty, fucked up day. To add to all my other fucked up days. But yeah. One. I haven't dyed it. I've put a hair colour remover on it. I know that is still a chemical and it's meant to take all the colour excess of your hair out. It's left me with this. But at the minute, how I feel, I'm like, fuck it. I actually like it. So I'm keeping it for now. But anyway, I'm here. I'm going to do another message. It's Midnight Blue, Lone Wolf, a tarot reader, healer, and yeah, I do my best to give messages. Sometimes they come out pretty fucked up, and sometimes I don't understand them either. But yeah, if you get them and they make sense to you, that's for a reason. So yeah, and this is the way I'm supposed to go because I can't work. Not allowed to go back to work yet. Not very well done. But the universe has put me in this place and I will take it for granted because no, I don't post enough. No, TikTok thinks I'm a robot. Or my readings are shit. So, but I don't care. This is what I'm here for. This is what I'll do. And I've got the time to do it. So I'm going to do it. And I'm going to bring out This Is the Tea. Now, I'm sure you've all heard of This Is the Tea. This Is the Tea is an amazing thing. You can get it off the TikTok shop. I'm promoting for TikTok just then for free. Because you don't do nothing for free. And I ain't selling my soul to no fucking app. But anyway, here we go. Let's see what comes out for the collective today using the This Is the Tea deck. Oh, we have one. Ain't shit. So either you've decided that you've had enough and you're gonna fucking get the fuck out. And I feel this is definitely a relationship. I had to really look at the card then because I haven't got my glasses on. I can't see fuck all. So, yeah, you're either kicking him out or you're getting your shit and getting the fuck out. Either. So, let's see what else is going on for... Oh, why that card? Oh, that made me shudder. Ah, and they are giving you scarcity tactics, like where you're going to go, how you're going to afford your shit, how you're going to pay your bills, how you're going to pay your rent, I'll do everything for you, I'll do this for you, you know, that kind of bullshit. And you've got ignoring, left on red, avoiding messages, giving the silent treatment. The vibe I'm getting from this is that you've kicked this person out, yeah? And he's like giving you the scary tactics, or she is giving you the scary tactics, like money, like maybe things you've paid for together on credit, all sorts of things, phone bills, you know, all this kind of shit. Money you might have borrowed, you know, it goes quite deep, goes quite toxic. So, and they're using the scarcity tactics, or they're blackmailing you because you might have done something and you don't want someone to know, or some people to know. I don't know. So, you know, lots of fucking weird shit with this. And also ignoring when you're messaging them and leaving it on red, and they know that they're doing this to you and it's driving you fucking mad. Fucking hell, this isn't good, is it? Straight in. My faithful. I love these cards. The illustrations on them are fucking gorgeous. I've got loads of others. These are my fave. Illustrations are gorgeous. Right, you've got your wish fulfillment coming in. Okay. Ah. Sorry. Turned upside down. That was my bad. I'm not being very compassionate here, am I? I've got to let this play out because this is for someone. So, let's have a look. Right. This person who you felt was your wish fulfillment is a complete and utter opposite, right? He or she has just like painted you a picture and you fell for it, hook, line and sinker, made plans, done a thing, moved on, like, you know, like people do. And then, you know, you've come to the truth that this is not what you wanted in your relationship. You didn't expect this to happen, to be fair. This is totally fucking fucked you up. But I feel, even though you've been moving forward burdened, even though you're having scarce, you know, the tactics, the scaring tactics, and then, you know, all the ignoring and avoiding messages and giving the silent treatment, you have been planting seeds along the way as you have been moving forward, burdened with all this shit. All right, and I'll have a look and see about that. Oh, and Spirit is saying that the tables are turning in your favour, and just take that leap of faith, yeah, by loving yourself. Yeah, this isn't about another relationship that you're going to fall into. This is about you, right, accepting all this. You have the Seven of Pentacles there. You've planted things. So you've obviously strategically thought about what you needed to do for yourself. So loving on you, so you've been loving on yourself already is what I'm getting, so that you can have, and I felt this emotional tie then with the people that will get this message. Right, so loving on yourself because you've already committed and planted seeds to make a survival path for you to follow and do, so that you can start your new beginning. So you are not stupid either, and so you had every right to kick this person out because they was abusing your good nature. So the tables have turned in your favor because that's loving on yourself. That's self-care, isn't it? Making sure that you're going to be safe. Yeah. And that's a horrible situation to be in, because I also feel like the house that you live in is co-tenancy. There's two of you, yeah? So this is also scaring you with the scaring tactics that this other person is doing. Because you'd committed fully, got a place together, went in it together, had this plan, you know, you're going to make this new life, you know, decorate, choose things, you know, go on holidays, do the norm, do the, you know, what you've always wanted, yeah? But loving on yourself after knowing all this and going through all this and doing that, Very strategic, very wise thing to do. And have faith on your new journey, okay? Because the Hanged Man is upside down, so there's been a lot of reflection on everything that's happened, and also about how your life is going to be as well, and what you want in your life. You're at that new beginning, and having faith, you know, and all the things that you want, you know, based on maybe your career, you know, where you're going to live, you know, you're basically starting again. And you're reflecting on everything that's happened, everything you've been through, and, you know, loving on yourself enough to turn the tables around so that you can start this new beginning. Right, let's have a look. With all the scare tactics, you've remained balanced and focused on your things that you've planted, and also that's in a spiritual way as well. Things about yourself as well, your boundaries, you know, things you've learnt that you would never be fooled again, you know, all that kind of shit. That's all in there as well, you know what I mean? And that is growing. And you've been staying balanced and focused, you know, on what you need to do on your path. Even though you have inner battles, outer battles, dealing with this shit from other person, you know, but you've also got people, I feel, around you that care about you, that are supporting you to get you where you need to be. Because it can have two meanings: inner conflict, outer conflict, and also support, you know, holding the ladder to get you to where you need to be so that you're okay. Yeah. Because all this inner conflict and inner battle, as well as what you're dealing with the scare tactics, ignoring because rent needs to be paid, you could lose a deposit, you know, all that kind of shit, all them responsibilities as well that you're in both names. You know what I mean? So it's caused you massive depression, and also, you know, you can't hear guidance when you're so low and negative as well. So that could have caused some irritation with the people that do love you, the people that are around you to support you. That could have caused some conflict in that, because they're trying so hard to get you out of that horrible place that you're in, you know. And sometimes nobody can. You're the person that has to. But I feel that this is why this message is out, because it's not just had an effect on you, and I understand why it's had an effect on you, but now it's starting to have effect on other people that do care about you. Yeah, so I feel this is why this message is out there. And I also feel everything that you have done, right, and planted strategically so that you could get your path out, yeah, has turned in your favour, because that is loving on yourself. People get so misconstrued with loving on yourself. They think, oh, because they're big and you know, look at me and I've got this and I've got that and blah. That's for people who are asleep, right? Loving on yourself, okay, is making sure you're safe. You know, you're nourishing yourself, you're giving yourself good food, you know, you're not letting no more drama make you ill, you know, when things are toxic, you know, all that kind of thing. Yeah, that's loving on yourself. Yeah, so this shit doesn't happen to you ever again. All right, so because it has caused you a massive negative effect. Because I can absolutely, totally understand, because you have both gone in this together and you have put everything you had into this. Yourself, you know, your financial energy, your physical energy, your mental energy, everything, your love, the lot. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But, you know, you can stay in a place for so long. So, if you feel like your new beginning isn't what you expected, okay? Because you was like, at the time in the beginning of this, yeah, because we're in shock, we're running on overdrive, our body's full of cortisol, and our brains are firing off, so the adrenaline's going. So at the time, in good faith, you was all excited and enthusiastic about starting your new beginning. I'm going to be okay, I don't need him or her, or, you know, this is going to be fine for me. And now you're in this place of, this isn't how I expected it to be, right? Because you've hit the ground now. You've hit reality, yeah? And I understand this, yeah? Because I've been there times myself, yeah? And it's not nice, yeah? And you get scared and all the rest of it. But at the end of the day, there's something you're not seeing, okay? So I'm going to have a look at what that is. Because Spirit's trying to show you something about your new beginning, all right? Right, this is what I'm going to tell you. And this is the truth, all right? And I know this through experience, not because I've just pulled it out of a book, okay? 9 of Pentacles, yeah? Look at all them pentacles. This is what you're not used to, right? Stability. You can get your own clothes, you do what you want. I feel like you've been in a very toxic relationship, right? You've got all this. You've got money. You've got blessings. You've got support. You know, you've got people around you. You've got a foundation. You know, and you've got peace now. And you're so used to fighting for your survival. So used to what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next, what's going to happen next. Do you know what I mean? You're so used to being on top game, you know, on top awareness. When's he going to do this? When's it, you know, total survival, constantly. So you can't even see, you know, because you're so used to that adrenaline. You're constantly on adrenaline, constantly, and you're addicted to that. Your body's addicted to it. That's all it is. You just need to adjust to your 9 of Pentacles, all right? You need to adjust, yeah? And you've got to give yourself that clarity. I can't, but this message is for you. Spirit has sent me it to give to you. So at the end of the day, right, you're at peace. And that's good. You just got to quiet your mind. Don't put too much emphasis on your new beginning and just let things flow. Because we all do it. We all put too much expectations on our new beginning. And that's when we feel like, oh, actually, why isn't this happening? Why, you know, I getting to that point? Why ain't that happening? Because Spirit wants you to see. Because you're so used to being on that, Spirit wants you to see and sit with it and be with it. And I totally get that. I totally get that. You know what I mean? So this isn't just coming out of a gollywog's. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That's a real shit word. I didn't mean that. I did not mean that. I'm old school, 52. We used to have them as dolls. I am not racist, okay? Fuck me. So I've got no filter. Sorry, I do apologise massively. My bad. I am not racist. You're all blessed and you all deserve to be wherever you need to be. That's it, and I'll put that in there. I am not racist, far from it. But there's a lot of damaging stuff happening in the UK. And maybe some stuff I put out there, it gets misconstrued. I am not a racist. I love you all, whatever colour you are, whatever culture, interested in the lot. You're all the same, but we're all the same. We all amount to the same thing. We want to be happy. We want love. We want to be loved. We want to receive love. Yeah, we want a good life. No matter what colour you are. I had to put that one in. I'm so sorry. So anyway, my apologies, and I hope they are accepted. So anyway, this is the place that you're in, and Spirit just wants you to sit with it, yeah, to see what you have got, yeah, which is the good thing, because you're so used to be on high alert, yeah, which is mental. But it's also a fact. And if you're not sure, you can Google it. Okay? People who've got PTSD, people who have got, ADHD, people who have got, trauma bonds, people who have got, trigger issues, mental health issues, all sorts of things. Yeah. So, yeah, mental health is a thing. It's a massive thing. And I'm with it. We all suffer with mental health. I know I do. I'm sure we all do. It is what it is. Because it always, it is what it is. But we're all on here to help each other. No negative. Yeah? So anyway. Let's be more mindful of our words. That totally threw me off. Totally threw me off. But anyway, less of politics. I don't do politics. But I can see what's happening to the world. That's the best way I can do it. Right. With this ignoring, left on red, avoiding messages. Oh, so so you're still messaging this person, right, even though you're in the Nine of Pentacles. But I don't feel like it's because you want to get back with them. It's because you need closure, and you need the odds and ends of legalities sorted out. I don't do legal readings. No, it's nothing to do with me. Yeah, nothing. But I feel there's a lot of that going on. Okay. And money and stuff like that, I feel is involved. But so is ignoring the messages. So this is making you feel small when you're starting your new beginning as well. So this is why you're saying, this is why Spirit is saying, have faith in your new beginning, because just surrender to it, because it is yours. Right, there's a reason for isolation, right? That's so you can get yourself in order. That is so you can get yourself, so you can do your self-reflection. But Spirit is saying it's time to come out of that now, right? Loving on yourself, yeah? That's turned it all around, yeah? You got yourself, sorted. You're back on your feet again. You got somewhere to be. And you got money. I can see, I can see that is either happened or will be happening. And don't look at life like you've lost. Look at life like you've gained, because you've still got 3 of your cups in water, I think. Or is it just me? Don't think it's all over. You are in a grieving process, and this is also true. You had to do a lot of cleaning up in your head and your emotions and your feels. And, you know, along the way, you've learned a lot about yourself, as well as other things that's happened outside of self that's made you more aware for yourself, boundaries and as such. So there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Of course there is for you. Oh, absolutely, 100%. And I tell you what, when you get over yourself and stand up tall, yeah, you will realise how successful and how successful you will be. How successful you are, because you got out of it. I'm not sure who did what, but you got out of it. And whatever situation is happening here, all the advice will come to you when you take action on it. If you have any legal situations, okay? So it's all out there. So at the end of the day, this message was a very good message. And if you enjoyed it, either subscribe or give us a like. Or if you want a private reading with me, you can email me. And it's in my description box below, I think is it? I'm not sure. I'll have to put it in. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to leave it at that. Take care, everyone.